guys, I'm Megan and you're watching Fabulous TV Pattaya. Today I am bringing you out here to the Silver Lake Vineyards. It's only about a 30 minutes drive out of Pattaya, and wow, it is such a beautiful place. You can come here, you can walk through the vineyards, you can have a taste of their homemade wine, and I guarantee you can get some really beautiful pictures. It is very picturesque, so come on, let's check it out. The Silver Lake Vineyard is located around a 20-minute drive from Pattaya city, next to Buddha Mountain, also known as Khao Chi Jan. Upon your arrival, you'll enter through the beautifully designed Italian-style building, which leads to an elevated terrace overlooking the vineyard, beautiful gardens and the lake. There's an optional vineyard tour on an electric tram. This way, you can sit back and relax whilst taking in the breathtaking views around the gardens. The Silver Lake Vineyards spread over a total of 600 rai. Therefore, it might be a little tiring to walk to all the different viewpoints. The tram will stop at several points throughout your trip, including the windmill and flower gardens, the greenhouses, the movie house and the winery. You'll also have the opportunity to stop by at the grape juice plant to experience the wine-making process. The cost for this tour is only 100 baht per person, including a nice cold bottle of homemade grape juice after your journey ends. However, entrance to the vineyard is absolutely free. It is the first and only vineyard in the east of Thailand, established in 2002. A wonderful place to visit for a day out with the family. A perfect place to sit back and relax with a glass of delicious homemade wine whilst taking in the breathtaking views of the Silver Lake Vineyard.
Fitness in Mike Shopping Mall is giving away free yoga and Zumba classes to all members. And you get their state-of-the-art fitness equipment, air-conditioned studios, and a choice of classes too. Gents, buy 3 months, get 1 free. 6 months, get 2 free. 12 months, get 3 free. And for the ladies who are looking to keep in shape, you get 50% off all memberships. Take advantage of these great deals now, from 7 a.m. through till 11 at night. Coco Fitness, no excuses.
Fabulous 103 FM with Crew Fon at Thai Time. Good morning.
สวัสดีค่ะ
How are you?
I'm fine.
What are we going to learn?
About when you are like a very good person, like have a good heart.
JD.
Yes, very good.
Oh, I think that's a good one. Yeah. That's nice. Every now and again you hear one that everybody's going to know that one. JD. JD Mark.
Yeah.
Pom JD Mark.
Yes.
Kun Jai Rai Mark.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see, you're heartless, but I'm good-hearted.
Correct. But when you switch it, when you say D first, D Jai
DJ, what does that
means happy again.
Oh, okay.
So that means
JD is good-hearted.
yeah.
And DJ is happy.
Yeah.
What about Raijai? Can you say that?
ร้ายใจ
Yeah. The same thing.
Now, well, it's just ใจร้าย we say that,
I
yeah.
was just trying to look clever there. Back tomorrow with Crew Fon on Fabulous 103. Final preparations and dress rehearsals are underway ahead of the coronation of King Vajiralongkorn this weekend. Free buses are set to run for visitors to the city, and despite the blazing heat, we can expect streets full of onlookers. His Majesty, who became Rama X on the death of his father, will be raised to the highest of any level in the nation during what's expected to be a very elaborate ceremony. From Friday through to Sunday, all legitimate and licensed media, including Fabulous 103, will rebroadcast the event and ceremony coverage in the Thai language. Regular transmission is halted from 9 in the morning through till 6 on both Friday and Saturday, and Sunday until 10 o'clock. Regular broadcasts are allowed after those hours, and TV or radio coverage will be standard across the nation. Meanwhile, in other news, plans for biometric checks at immigration points will catch out those blacklisted and using new or different passports, but the system has seen delays, we're told, for another 3 months. Units are already in place at Bangkok main airports, but covered in plastic until the system is fully operational. Delays, we're told, are due to problems at smaller airports. To date, some have used either fake ID or been ejected from Thailand only to return with a new passport clean of stamps. The new system will read fingerprints and match those to previous records of entry or criminal records. A local hotel worker has been charged with the 2 million gold theft in Sattahip a few days ago. There he held up shop staff in a mall with a BB gun before fleeing. Despite wearing a crash helmet to hide his face, he rode off on his own bike, with number plates caught on CCTV. Yachting events for the city today, a free yoga introduction at the brand new studios on the dark side, discounts at 7 different eateries in the city, and live music in Pattaya too. Check out the discounts page and the events page at alwayspattaya.com. The latest TV, radio, news, events and savings, all at alwayspattaya.com. And with the Met Office promising a chance of rain today, highs of 35 dropping down to 29. That is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, keeping you in touch with Thailand and, of course, Pattaya, the city of fun.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Andy Barwell at the BBC Sports Centre. Tottenham Hotspur have it all to do in the return in Amsterdam next week if they're to reach the UEFA Champions League final. Because in the first leg of their semi-final, Spurs lost 1-0 at home to the Dutch team Ajax. The BBC's senior football reporter Ian Dennis was at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Tottenham didn't deliver as Ajax secured another impressive away win in the Champions League. The Dutch side dictated the first half, controlling the game, superior, sharper, full of energy. They crafted a fine goal after 15 minutes, converted by a composed Van der Beek. Spurs struggled to create clear openings, but will be relieved Neres only struck a post with 13 minutes left as Ajax came so close to a second goal. At least Son will be available from suspension for the second leg. Spurs will need him.
Ian Dennis reporting. Liverpool take on Barcelona in the other Champions League semi-final. The first leg is in Spain. Liverpool's Senegalese international forward Sadio Mane is excited at the thought of playing in front of a full house at Camp Nou.
For sure, every single player would love to play this kind of stadium, but without making ourselves pressure. To be honest, I think motivation for us to play there and give everything, get a positive result here.
And Antonio Rudiger is to miss the rest of Chelsea's season due to a knee injury. The German defender is due to have an operation in Italy. And for more football news from the BBC, go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Morning, Megan.
Morning.
Morning, Dennis.
Good morning.
You're ready for today's Universally Challenged?
Yes.
Well, like I said, if you don't get today's clue, Megs.
Stop it.
I'm just telling you. Right, buzzer, please. You can go first. You're in the lead this week.
Oh, okay. You got me right off guard there. All right, 103. There you go.
103. And your buzzer, Megan?
Oh, no, it's not.
No. Happy birthday, Mum.
Oh, that's lovely.
Happy birthday, Mum, and 103. They're today's buzzers.
I'm going to forget it.
Now that's Denny's job.
Yeah, I always forget mine.
Right, eyes down looking. Here's today's clue. Are you ready?
Yes.
So easy, this one. It is so
Stop
easy.
Is that the clue?
Here's today's clue.
All right.
A group of midgets.
Happy birthday,
Yes.
Pixie Lot.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, well done. Very good.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Is
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
it is.
Deliverable scores? Are you sure?
Don't, come on, is it? Yes. Yay!
That's what that 15 minutes in Tommy's office was all about.
No, we were talking about the coronation, Denny.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you know, every time I win, he thinks that I've cheated.
Yeah, but every time he wins, you sulk like a big girl's blouse.
He does.
Do you think I'm thick or something?
No comment.
Or you're leaving yourself wide open there, girl.
Teeing that right up. No, I don't think you're stupid.
Thank you.
So 1-1. 1-1. Well done to
Yeah, well done, mate.
the midget. She's levelled the scores. I told you that was easy, but you didn't get that one.
Yes, well done.
Why are you giving
No,
me
nothing.
that look, then?
No, I'm okay. I don't
The good
think-
thing is, if you look back on the videos, right, of Universally Challenged, which goes on our website and the TV channel, if you lose,
Yeah.
your face is like a slapped arse.
And he thinks I've cheated.
And then if you lose, you sulk like a girl, kicking your stilettos
Trotters.
off.
Oh, dear.
Then fluttering her little eyes.
Yeah, I know, but yesterday I had no chance.
No, that was difficult yesterday.
Yeah. You know, and I even gave you the answer, but I just didn't know.
Well, no,
the
you
artist.
said something to do with fear.
I
and
said
then,
fear, yeah. And I said tears, and I said fears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you had to do was put a 4 in the middle and you'd have won.
I know.
Never
so,
mind.
University Challenge a bit short this week because we're not
Yeah.
on air on Friday.
Oh, right. Okay.
So we've only got
2 more to go.
2 more to
Wednesday
go.
and Thursday. So 1-1. Yeah, it's good. It's looking like a
Yeah.
good... Well, it's going to go to 2-1, isn't it, on Thursday, and then a final or a draw.
We shall see.
Lovely.
University Challenge back tomorrow at 11:30.
Well done, Meg.
Fabulous 103. Well done, Megs. Drawing level, it's 1-1. Let's play you, Pixie Lot. This is Cry Me Out on Fabulous 103. Well done.
Coming up next, Pattaya Mail, taking you on a road trip.
Isn't it time that you escaped to the island of Koh Chang and relaxed at a brand new resort that promises luxury along with the best of island life? The Elysian Pearl is a family-owned resort offering excellent and affordable accommodation with sea views and easy access to the ferry, but not in a crowded tourist area. Jungle, hillsides and waterfalls, elephants and more, all within easy reach. We can arrange transport from the ferry, or you can drive to us and park. Google Elysian Pearl Koh Chang for details. Elysian Pearl Resort, Koh Chang's newest, brightest secret, is out now.
Hey, trouble, trouble and strife. Hey, sorrow, won't you be my wife?
Jeff Carter here again, live from Udon Thani in Thailand. And I bought a bike. I've got a bike now for the next 3 days. Only 200 baht a day, so not bad. So come on, let's have a look what's down there. Because to have a Chinese gate that magnificent, there's got to be something good down the road. Well, it seems to be some type of cultural centre for the Chinese, like a Chinese area. And here, it looks like there's a little shop where you can buy stuff from, here. But down here, I think it's a no-go area for bikes and things. Because they're doing it all up. But people are still coming here praying. Sorry about all the banging, can't control that. Right, it's too noisy that. I'll take you across the other side because it's not very pleasant to listen to that, is it? Another gateway. There's some nice bamboo. and opens up onto yet another lake. Wow. Let's leave all the noise behind and have a bit of tranquility. The Garden of Faith. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. But no fish. And then, beautiful round archway, all carved out of wood again. And come and see this little fella here. And then we're going to go across here now to the cultural centre. Look at this for posh zebra crossings, eh? And 2 Chinese people here. Yep, I was right, the Chinese cultural centre. And then you've got the old little bike there. Remember them? The rickshaws. And then beautiful carvings again. All beautiful. A nice little pergola. Eh? And then here is the bridge going to a lovely koi pond. Another little restaurant here. And some shops. Nice big fountain. Dead relaxed around here. Hello ladies. Hello.
Part 2 of this episode of Pattaya Mail tomorrow, right here on Fabulous Pattaya TV.
China. Wow. Of the story of Udon Thani and having some type of parade. And we have all these stone carvings of history.
Hey, trouble, trouble and strife. Hey, sorrow, won't you be my wife?
Coming up next on Fabulous TV Pattaya.
Tommy D on Fabulous 103 FM, and with me is Ben Hollis. Good morning.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Ben, if I'm right, you're an 18-year-old student from Leicester. You're planning to go to university in the summer in the UK, but in between time you're riding a cycle, a push bike.
That's right.
From the UK to Australia.
Yep, it's a one-year epic. So I left from Leicester in August last year, and yeah, I've got a year on the road basically, going through so far 26 countries and heading towards Brisbane, where I'll be ending the trip this August.
Is this what they call a gap year?
It is. It's my version of a gap year. But so I worked during my time at school, during all the nights there. So as soon as I finished school, I could maximise my time and get straight out on the road.
So you're funding this yourself?
Yeah, I did. I worked in the UK, so all of this is funded. But the great thing with cycling is you can do it very cheaply. So a lot of the time I'm camping as my accommodation. So just wild camping in forests, kind of on beaches, which I love. But also when you turn up on a bike, like tired, dirty, families often welcome you in, you know. They're like, what is this guy doing, turning up in this little village up this ridiculously steep slope? Like, come on, have some rice, man.
Let's look at where you've been so far. You left the UK, obviously, presumably you went to France.
I did.
And then went through France
all the way across Europe. So headed towards Venice after 1 month. And that meant crossing the Alps, which was my first mountain range that I've encountered. That was great. So while I was there, actually, there'd been a bit of a heat wave in Europe, which happened to break while I was in the mountain pass. So it started raining, and I was just crossing this bridge over. I heard this noise. I looked to my left, and there's literally a landslide coming down the mountain, which was ridiculous. And I just kind of hastily crossed this bridge, and the mud just fully go over the bridge, and no one could cross it for the next day. I was the last person to get over it. That was my first crazy.
From Europe,
encounter.
Where did you go next?
So I've had to take one flight on the trip to skip the Syria and Pakistan area, which is
it's a good idea to skip that,
which is slightly off limits at the minute.
Yes.
But I cycled across Europe, like I said, down the Balkans, Greece, Turkey, and then I had to fly to India to skip those bits. And then from India, I've headed up to Nepal. I did the Himalayas as well, which were slightly challenging, and then a big loop around Southeast Asia from Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, and here. So now I'm heading down towards Australia.
So you're going down
through Malaysia,
to Malaysia,
and Singapore, Indonesia, and then I'll have to fly again when the land runs out at Bali.
So is there an extra charge for a bike on a plane?
Depends which airline you go with, but generally you send them an email, you explain what you're doing, and anything's possible.
And that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So do you have any idea how many miles you've done so far, or how many kilometres?
So I don't know whether you work in kilometres or miles here, but it's probably near enough 8,000 miles.
8,000 miles.
So far.
How many punctures?
This is the crazy thing. So on those 8,000 miles, 8 months, I've had a total of 3 punctures, which I can get more punctures than that in a week in the UK. So I had one in London, one in India, and one in Myanmar, which, someone's smiling on me, definitely.
You're doing very, and they were the only breakdowns, no chains breaking, no brakes falling off?
So the great thing I have with my bike is old school, very heavy, but it's made for big trips like this. So everything's simple. When something breaks, I fix it. I carry on. People can do bodge jobs on it in their little mechanics workshops around the world. My brakes stopped working in Germany, and they're the old school kind of style. So just a mechanic got a nail, hammered it into the thing, and it's still working now. So,
brilliant.
Yeah.
So Ben, I've got to ask you a question. What is the best experience you've had so far?
Ooh, that's a big one. I have to say that there's one magical experience which springs to mind, although obviously I've had more than those than I can count. More than I bargained for, actually. So I was in India and my visa was running out, so I was having to hitchhike, and there they have these battered old trucks, kind of decorated, rusted, and I was in the cab of one of those. It was going so slowly that it had gone dark. We were going through this winding forest track, and then out of the darkness, their headlights just illuminate this wild elephant in the middle of the road, kind of stuck, sounding off in the middle of this forest, and I'm just in the cab of this battered truck with some other young guys we're all like, what's going on here?
Wow.
We just had to watch this elephant disappear into the jungle and carried on.
So that's your best experience. What's your worst experience?
Oh, that's another tough one. Well, if you fancy another animal encounter, I've had a few, so you'll have to read my book if you want them all. But in Laos, for example, not too long after, I was wild camping in this. There's crazy mountains there, so I was absolutely cream crackered after a day in the saddle, and I found this wild camping spot in the forest. It's all perfect. Set up tent, and I'm just kind of sleeping in my tent, and I hear this noise. The forest is covered in leaves, and it sounds like wind is like rushing over the leaves, and it just keeps happening. I'm really confused. At about midnight, I'm like, okay, you have to go out, have a look, what there is, see that there's nothing there, and then you'll be able to sleep peacefully. I get out my tent, and the entire ground around where I'm camped is moving, and there's just thousands and thousands of ants and termites. So I've managed to camp on the middle of a giant termite's nest, and yeah, that wasn't the best.
Oh, you'd actually camped on top of their nest? Not the cleverest thing to do, yeah.
I think I'd managed it, and so that wasn't the best night's sleep, I have to say.
So you're leaving Thailand, next move is down to Malaysia.
Down to Malaysia.
Indonesia, and then eventually to Australia.
Yeah, exactly, down the coast. So I'll be finishing in Brisbane, Australia, because half my family actually moved to live there when I was younger, and I've never visited them. So,
great.
So now I am, but on my bike.
Apart from meeting your family, what else are you looking forward to that you're expecting on the rest of your journey?
The rest of my journey, so much, but I'd say the beaches going along the coast of Thailand I'm definitely looking forward to. And again, you can never get bored of Thai food.
Absolutely.
Malaysian food's great as well. But also, so I'm going, like I said, back to uni in London to actually study biology, because eventually I want to try and go work in the rainforest. So seeing Indonesia, Sumatra, and hopefully a bit of rainforest there is a big thing for me as well.
And you're raising money for worthy causes, which is excellent. You think you're going to make Australia by August?
I hope so. I'll make it happen. But yeah,
because you've got to be back in September to go to university.
Exactly. I've got to push those legs. But again, I'm motivated doing it all for these causes.
Brilliant. So you've got 4 months left before you've got to be in Australia?
Yeah, just about.
4 months cycling. Then you're going back to university. We wish you well. Thank you so much for coming in and seeing us today. And if anybody sees this kid on a bike on his way down through Thailand towards the south, just make sure you give him a little bit more room than you do the average bike.
Yeah.